James Melendez. We have Imaginary Authors next. Now this is called Memoirs of a Trespasser. Stay tuned for this review. So Memoirs of a Trespasser, Imaginary Authors, they're a fragrance house in Portland, Oregon. And I think this is a really dynamic, beautiful fragrance. So this is in the gourmand camp. That is gourmand meaning simply it's just going to be that edible scent characterization. So this is a highly successful fragrance in terms of getting to that gourmand quality that when you mix all the materials together, it becomes that alchemy. It becomes something greater than the sum of its parts. And so I'll tell you more about this. I'll apply this. I'll give a descriptor, also tell you how the producer talks about this in terms of their website and their packaging. And thirdly, I'll add, would I buy this again? So here we go. I'm gonna apply this to my skin. And so what I do is I just apply this to the skin. I put it on the other wrist. So I apply it to my ears. I definitely don't apply it to my neck because sometimes if I just have shaved, it stings a bit. And ultimately I feel like, I smell this more often if it's closer, say here to here versus my neck to nose. But ultimately it works quite well. Now this is a 14 milliliter package and I buy this, and I've explained previously in another video I'll put that other Imaginary Authors video right here, simply because when I'm smelling fragrance, especially at a stockist or a fragrance retailer, I'm smelling through a lot of fragrances, and sometimes I may say, oh, I'll pick this one, and I take it home and I'm not that entranced by it. I love the uniqueness of this because the softness of this fragrance and the gourmand qualities to this. So Mexican vanilla mixed with sweet bread dough, jasmine tea, a bit of suede notes, and sweet woods. And I think this really comes about very, very nicely. Now, if you were to create this with those note characteristics that I just gave, you may not come out with this fragrance, and that is the beauty of a producer. I think this is handsome and really, really evocative. So what the producer says, and I'm not sure they talk about this because they don't really delineate on their website. Benzoin resin, myrrh, amaranth seeds, oak barrels, guaiac wood, and Madagascar vanilla is really that evident point. And of course, some of the descriptors I gave really match to some of the descriptors that they give. Now, would I buy this again? First of all, the point score. So this is 93 points out of 100 points. Would I buy this again? I'm kind of on the fence on this. While I find it to be very distinctive, I'm not so sure I would buy it again. It is really polished, beautiful, but at another level. The point score tells me as well that this is, I really want something 94 and above. There's so many fragrances to buy, and I'm not sure I'd buy this again. So I'm on the fence, and maybe over time I'll change my mind. I tend to, once I give that view, first smelling it and giving that rating, it tends to be pretty consistent. At least for me, that's how I view fragrance. And you could be different, right? You could really enjoy this in terms of, maybe down the road, this is gonna really apply nicely and differently to you. You might find you like it now, but you love it in the future. And that's A-okay. That's for you to enjoy. That's for you to apply your fragrance viewpoint. So thank you for watching. Again, 93 points out of 100 points. Let's stay connected. Many more fragrance reviews to come. I'll put more information on the producer down below. Subscribe button's right up here. So please hit that button if you haven't done so already. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Sante.